Hey there. So tonight's video is an introduction to something that I am using personally at home 2 times a week to try to improve my rotational speed and strength to give me a little more distance in my disc golf throw. Now I have here something called a RMT club. It's made by a gentleman named David Weck. Now essentially he is the guy that created the Bosu ball, that half ball that everybody stands on at the gym. This is another one of his inventions. It's a club with a kind of like a plastic type head on it. And if you can hear the inside, there's some steel shot in here that as you move, the weight inside shifts and gives you a little auditory feedback. Also, you can feel the shift in here. This is great for increasing rotational speed, strength, and timing. So, a couple things that I'm doing with this. I'll give you a little introduction on how I use this. So the first one, it's a check swing to a swing. This one's gonna be easy to see how this can transition over to disc golf. And if you wanna get really specific, you can offset your feet, just like we do in a disc golf throw. So at home, I do this facing both directions, just to give me an equal kind of activation on both sides. And I'm gonna hold this thing almost like a baseball bat, but I'm gonna have one hand higher, one hand lower. So the neat thing about the weight here is, if you watch this, if I stop my rotation, all the weight here shifts to the front of this club and gives me a little bit of a stop, and that's where some of the stability can come from. So I'm gonna go check swing 3 times and then a swing. So exercise 2 is a reverse bailer and a bailer. Now what they talk about in terms of a bailer, get in that same position, but instead of going in this plane, we're gonna be almost bent over like a golf swing. Now I'm gonna take the club head, I'm gonna stop abruptly on the way up, that's the reverse bailer, and if I stop abruptly on the way down, that's a bailer. That's reverse. That's a bailer. So my little sequence is I will go 5 reverse, 5 bailer, to 5 swing. So that one you can see how that's going to transition great for golf, but in terms of weight shift and coordination, the core doesn't discriminate. Rotation is rotation, whether it's disc golf or golf. So next one that I like to use is called a searchlight. Now I do 3 types of searchlights. One's gonna be a stable, one's gonna be a moving, and then one's gonna be a throw. So here's my stable searchlight. See, my hips and shoulders really aren't moving. That really fires on my core quite a bit. Okay, so the next one, I'm gonna allow my hips to start moving. You can hear that weight shift back and forth. And if you look at my weight here, it's really teaching my hips to rotate in sync with my upper body, okay? And then I'm gonna add in a throw. Okay, so those are my top 3 ways that we can use the RMT club to increase core stability, increase rotational speed and power, and help you throw a little bit further. Hope that'll help you to throw well.